Alright guys, welcome to Bangkok. I'm super tired and super cranky, and now we just need to find our hotel. And it is hot in here. It's like, Zeus's butthole, or maybe like Beelzebub's butthole here. It's super hot. And as you can see, the scenery, it's not the best so far, but hey, after a night's sleep, everything's gonna look better. So let's go find the hotel.
We wanted to start the journey with a bit of luxury, so we chose to check into a 5-star hotel for the beginning. We wanted something with a really nice view, so we chose the State Tower for our first few nights in Bangkok. Most of our journey will be done on a quite tight budget, but we didn't want it to be a controlling element of our journey. We want to do some splurges here and there, 5-star hotel in the beginning, for example, but then we didn't only want to focus on budgeting on the mandatory expenses like accommodation, food and transport. We want to do stuff as well, sightseeing, massages, shopping, beers, alcohol, nightlife, renting a water jet or scooter or something like that, maybe even paragliding, kayaking, tubing, wherever we happen to be, what's available there. So we want to have fun. So we wanted to budget for a bit more than just a shoestring budget. For our first stop in Bangkok, we just wanted to take the atmosphere and the buzz of the city in for a bit. We weren't so much after the tourist attractions. We went to check the Wat Intaravihan 32-meter high golden Buddha statue. That was really nice, recommend it. We did some river boating, and we went to the Chatuchak weekend market. We did this on a Wednesday though, and it's predominantly on a weekend, so there was not a lot of stuff open on a Wednesday, unfortunately, but there was still quite a lot of things for sale, and it was much calmer atmosphere than it would be on a weekend. So transport in Bangkok is pretty easy. You can use the metro lines and you can use the PTS SkyTrain lines. But as you can see here, these are the lines. These are the PTS SkyTrain lines, the green ones here, and then the black one is the metro line. None of it actually goes to the center here. So if you want to go see all of the major tourist attractions, like the Temple of the Dawn, the Grand Palace, the Temple of the Giant Buddha, and so on, all of this stuff is actually unreachable with these, so you will have to use metro or taxi or tuk-tuk around here. It's pretty okay with the taxis actually, because they are all metered in Bangkok. So just make sure you don't make a deal beforehand with the driver for a set price. Always just go with a metered taxi. We took a 10-kilometer taxi ride, and it was like 150 baht, but you will also use this expressway which has a 50 baht toll on it if you get on this highway here, or any of the highways that go over, but they can be worth it because it makes it really quick to go around. The other option to get around on the center here is to use the river. There are a lot of river kind of taxis around it. Just make sure to take a boat with an orange flag on it, guys, because whenever you get to one of these piers, as you can see here, for example, this one here, whenever you get to this pier, there are a lot of different boats going from there, and some of them are actually this kind of tour that takes you, for example, to different places, or it takes you for a 1 hour, 2 hour ride around the river, or to the floating market or something, and some of them ask you for 2,000 baht or 1,000 baht, 25 euro or 50 euro even for the ticket. So that's a kind of a tourist scam. Actually, you can just, if you get the right boat, so the one with the orange flag, you can just pay like 20 baht on the ticket on the boat itself. Yeah, so honest first impressions about Bangkok. Well, honestly, it feels a bit of a kip, because it is a bit of a kip. That's just how it is. That's how I felt about it. There are a lot of good things as well in Bangkok, The things I think that are good in Bangkok, temples. There are generally more temples in Bangkok and in Thailand than one person has energy, interest, or minutes in their life to spend seeing all of them. But some of them are really fabulous and really nice. And Bangkok has some of the nicest, like for example, the Temple of the Dawn, Temple of the Giant Buddha, and then of course the Grand Palace itself in Bangkok. All the good stuff, street food, really inexpensive, good food is available all around the city. So do try out that. Nightlife is good, and then there are good pubs as well in Bangkok. But the kind of overwhelmingly annoying thing, at least for me, was that you're kind of seen as a walking ATM or walking cash point. So wherever you go, you have to be on your guard, and you kind of never can accept the first price that is given to you in a lot of the places. And if someone comes up to you and starts talking to you and solicits something or sells something to you, it's mostly just good idea to kind of, in my opinion, to smile and ignore, because most of them are just there to kind of, unfortunately, scam you. So you have to have tolerance for this in Bangkok, but it's everywhere in Thailand as far as I've seen so far. It's been very positive. Like I said, there's a lot of good things, but the overwhelming negative thing on the other side has definitely been the kind of feeling of being a walking ATM or the scams. I'll make another video where I'll talk about a bit more about all the scams that are kind of coming towards you, and maybe if you're coming around here, you might be able to avoid some of that stuff. Well, most of it is, if you use your common sense, you'll get over it. I think about a week is definitely enough in Bangkok. You can do it in 4 days, in my opinion. If you have some local person or someone who is living in Bangkok, then of course it's going to be much better. But just from a tourist perspective, I think that would be more than enough for Bangkok. At least for us, it was definitely enough. We will be back to Bangkok a couple of more times during this trip, so we left it for a bit shorter this time. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you on the other side.
Just wanted you closer. I don't know what to do. Still drunk on you and I'm sober.